What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Satisfactory. I've done a few more modifications, and I am ready to start stepping up into the next areas. Now, first things first, we know that we've got some optimization problems down here from not having the correct belts. Now, in addition to that, I did these splitters wrong. It was brought up to me in the comments a few episodes ago, and these splitters actually split what's coming into it evenly. It is not based off of demand. Now, what that means is we know that we've got 120 ore per minute coming out of this particular miner. Now, it's being split three ways, so that's 40 ore, 40 ore, and 40 ore. Now, each smelter is going to want 30 of its own ore per minute. However, these two smelters are getting access to 40 ore per minute each. And then there's the additional 40 ore is coming over here and being split again, and these smelters only have access to 20 ore per minute. So, gonna have to make some changes over here. So let's go ahead and just start deleting, because all this stuff is gonna have to get reworked. Now, you know, obviously I got some gaps to fill in there and whatnot too. But let's just go through it and get this done right. Now, basically, I'm going to have to add another splitter. So instead of just being 2 splitters, there's going to be 3 splitters. And we want one of them coming, or as close to as possible, to the miner itself here. So let's take a peek here. Let's just go ahead and put those splitters on 7. Now, how close can I get it? That's really the question. Is something like that? Is that just out of the question? Let me take a look. Invalid shape. So, I just think that's just too close. You know, now obviously we're not lined up properly with it either. We're actually not that far off from center. But let me see exactly how close can we get it. Now, where would the center be? The center would be, like, right there, right? Or is that still kind of wonky? Still kind of wonky. I think it's just too close. It's saying there that it's too steep. So, yeah, that's just telling me that that splitter is just way too darn close. Now, if we come out just a little bit more, that's going to give us enough room to get it split up into there. Now, remember, we want the better belts, as we can produce 120 ore per minute, so we can't be rolling around with no belts that are only moving 60 resources per minute. We need to step it up to the Mark IIs. We'll put that on a hotkey there, and the Mark IIs are going to be able to move that full 120 per minute. And this will completely fix the speed of the ore coming out. That's just how fast it's going to go. Now, we need 2 more splitters. So, let's see how we can do this without turning this into a complete train wreck. Let's see, can we go a splitter there, or is that just too close? That worked out just fine. That worked out good. And there we go. So that one is set. That particular branch is going to be doing the right thing. Basically, we need to put 1 more splitter over here now. And then we'll run a belt over to this splitter. And then this particular splitter has only got 2 ways to split it. So it's going to send 60 ore per minute this way and 60 ore per minute over this way, which means each of these individual smelters will be getting the correct 30 ore per minute. Little bit off there. Gonna have to see what it's gonna take here to get this dialed in. Let's see. I mean, is that too far back? Let's check it out. That works out on that side and that side, so we should be good now. Is it feeding? Looks like it's feeding through appropriately. So each side of this splitter is getting the 60 ore per minute now, and that means that each one of these smelters is going to be getting 30 per minute. We'll have to let it just get caught up here. Once it gets caught up, things should smooth out. Now we've got to do the same thing on this other one. However, this other one is so far back that it's just going to be a non-issue doing that. But want to make sure we got the ratios right. So let's go ahead and work on this one now. We just need to get rid of all of the stuff and start fresh with it. Okay, we can actually leave that splitter there like that. Let's just get another splitter over here going something, say, like this. And then we need yet one more splitter. We can put this one way back here, though, so no big deal here. Now we do need, of course, the improved belts coming from the miner to the very first splitter. And then we can use the old-fashioned stuff. Encroaching others' clearance. Let's see, let's go like right there with it. And then we'll go in and we're good. And then over at this side is just going to have to come up and around onto that belt, and it is looking good as well. And then now we are properly splitting this ore into the correct amounts. Now that the ratios are fixed, there's not going to be machines that are shutting down and stopping on me. So I need to look at the power again. Currently it says it's only at 73, so I've got some stuff that's turned off here. No doubt about that. Oh, you know what? We're actually full up here is what the deal is. But that is okay. I can live with full boxes in my little shopping mall here. And it is, without a doubt, time to go on the coal hunt. Now, I've already done some scouting. I'm not going to lie. I scouted it out already. We've got 2 coal nodes. Neither of them are very close. We've got one, the closest one is actually over in that general direction. Let's see when that ping finally hits it. Come on, little ping. Wow, way over there. We've got one that's 1405 meters away. We've got another that's 1464. And then yet another that's 1700. Now, my first impression, of course, was to run over to these two as they're relatively close together. However, these are normal nodes. This one here is a pure node, and it's actually 2 pure nodes. So I am going to head on over to this 1464. Now, I have already learned my lesson on dealing with traversing long distances to get to different resources. So I am not going to be shy here. I am going to build a road all the way, all 1400 meters away, over to that coal. So let's run down. We'll stop by right here and grab as much concrete as I can carry. And it's gonna, I'm pretty sure we'll end up using all of this, probably even coming back and getting some more. Want to see. Here we go. So we are loaded up on the concrete. I'm gonna put a jump pad down here. I put a jump pad in over at the main base. It's kind of entertaining. I'm gonna put one in here as well for the times that I drop off of the main road. Uh-oh. It's like I got a little collision going here with my platform. Oh, I do indeed. Can I make that jump? Oh, wow. I'm kind of screwed right now. Let's see. We can just get rid of that platform. And then run all the way up to the top of the stairs. These stairs are sketchy. There's no doubt. They are seriously sketchy. Alright, and then we can go ahead and put it back. Now, this is obviously broken. So this is not how I'm going to want to keep this, but it's what I got from now. Now let's take a look again at exactly where that coal is at from this perspective all the way over here. Now, we know we're going to just have to keep on headed that way. I want 2 lanes. I want to be able to comfortably drive a truck down it. Down the road, we know that trains are going to be coming into the game, and I want to make sure I can run train tracks down it if I choose to. So I am just doing it right from the very beginning and making sure that this roadway is all dialed in. Now, of course, I'm going to have to come back up this way with the chainsaw and deal with all these trees, but for the meantime, we are just going to build this bad boy all the way across. Now, it appears that we can actually cross this entire valley, so I will just build this through and we'll pop back at the point where I am on the other side of this big valley right here. Alright, so we have got our road all the way over to the coal. That ended up taking me 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes just slapping down the foundation to get all the way over there. However, it's a done deal. I'm glad it's a done deal. I still need to put a few guardrails in. As you all know, I've got a little bit of a history of falling off edges. So I'm going to put some guardrails in just to be safe. However, before I take off, I want to take a look at what else I had here. As I know I just got done research. Oh, the rebar gun. Let's see, let's go ahead and knock that rebar gun out, actually. That's pretty awesome. Let's see, and then 25 of those. Now, that's going to give us the rebar gun, which is pretty darn nice. Let's see what else we have that we can get cooking up in here. Let's see, the paleberry is complete. We've got the green power slug and mycelia. Now, I believe the mycelia is just going to give us another biofuel recipe. I'm not positive on that. Let's do the green power slug for now. Now, I actually have access to the MK2 miners now. However, I don't have access to steel. So once I get over to this coal, I'm going to need to make sure that it's in good shape for steel as well. So I'm going to have to find iron over there. Let's go ahead and get that green power slug research in here. And I'll throw this other one back in. And let's take a ride over to the coal. Let's see here. I am backwards. So I want to keep this road clear. And then I guess this is where it's going to kind of tee off. And then I'll want to keep this road clear as well. I'm going to have to move those power poles out of the way, of course, to clear those all out. But let's take the long haul over to the coal. Now, isn't this just so much nicer than running through gas clouds and hopping rivers and dealing with baddies? Oh, yeah. The bridge is the way, let me tell you. So, it's a long way. I mean, it was, what, it was 1,200? I can't even remember how far it was. It was a long way away. So this is going to be quite the haul. And, you know, like I said, currently there's no trains in the game, but I also know that down the road there's going to be trains as well. And I really dig trains. I dig trains in Factorio. I thought they were an absolute blast. And without a doubt, I'm going to want to run some trains. So I'm trying to keep that in mind as I do things like this road. This road, of course, will be easily expandable, and I'll be able to put a train rail right down the side of it if I so choose. Now, the coal is way, way, way up in the air, which means we got a couple of really steep inclines to climb up here. And, you know, we all know this truck just doesn't do real well against these steep inclines, so I did try to break it up a little bit and put it into multiples. Now, once I get the guardrails in place, particularly at the turns here and at the end of the rails, then I'll just be able to go, you know, just full speed down this in the truck. Where right now, you know, obviously, I'm terrified that I'm going to fall off the ledge. So I'm being very, very careful about that. And here we go. That is full gas, pedal to the metal. And as you see, we are barely, barely moving here. This bad boy does not like steep inclines. There is no doubt about it. Now, we're going to make it up it. But good gosh, could it get any slower? Now, so we're going to have to grab coal. We're going to have a large, large area for a massive coal generation plant. I'm going to put absolutely as many down as I can. However, coal is going to make steel. So coal and iron is going to make steel. I need to find iron, hopefully somewhere really close to this area where I'm at right now. Now, I'm not sure exactly where I want to do like a massive coal generation platform. I could do something right up top there and then just run power lines down. Oh wow, we are in super creep mode here. We is just barely moving. Go, go, little truck. You can do it. Woof, the tough ride up the hill, that's for sure. And we are actually going to park our tractor. Oh, I'm going to have to find a place where I can turn around, obviously. But we are not going to take it all the way in, as there is rocks and trees and stuff that still have yet to be cleared. So I think we'll actually leave the truck, like, right here. I think something like this will make it pretty darn easy to turn around. Now, I was pleasantly surprised over here. As when I first came over here and scoped it out, I saw that there was 2 coal nodes. There is 3 coal nodes, and all 3 of them are pure. Here's the first one right here. We got a pure coal node right there. We've got what? Let's see, there's one. We got another one right over here somewhere. Or there it is. There's another pure coal node right here. That's number 2. And then I'm pretty sure we've got number 3. Yeah, number 3 is actually way over here. So here is number 3 right here. So they're all right in a row, right along the ledge right here. Now let me take a peek up top here. You know, I could always come over here with the chainsaw and clear all these trees and flatten this area out quite a bit. Let me take a look and see how close the nearest iron is. Ooh, that wasn't looking good. 400 meters that way. So taking a look at that, it seems like we'd want to get closer to the iron. 300 meters now. I bet it is right down over the edge here somewhere. I wonder if I'll be able to see it from up top. Nothing I can make out right away. But what we're going to want to do is get iron from down there. Gosh, I wonder what kind of node that is. That would be really awesome if it was like multiple pure nodes down there. Let me ping that iron one more time here. 120. Oh, it's right there. Now I can't see it from here. It's just the one node, though, it definitely looks like. Yeah, there's just one node down there. I'm really hoping that's a pure node. As long as it's at least a normal node, I'll be okay. But I can actually get that iron up here pretty easily, I think, really. So that makes me think, is this the area? You know, when I put a massive platform right here and do a huge coal generation project just right over here? I mean, that is definitely... It's definitely a possibility. There's no doubt about it. Now, I'm unsure exactly how I want the coal generators to run, and I don't know how efficient they are. So I need to make sure, you know, to get everything modeled off of efficiency. And then, of course, I'm going to want to use some of this coal to make some steel. And we just got to get the steel flowing. Steel is super important for us at this stage. Now, I've made my way over. We have found the coal. So that is going to do it for this episode. Now, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button. Please subscribe. I'm thinking right down there, there's going to be a big, old, huge platform. And we will just run that coal down on conveyor belts straight alongside. So I'll probably add like a 3rd tile over here. And we'll have just belts running, going ham down that 3rd tile. So that will do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And I will be back soon with some more Satisfactory. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.